what if Julian and Wally are Savitar? Because what's his name? Dr. Alchemy can meld people together.
Well,
so what if he gives them both metahuman abilities and then he creates the perfect metahuman? Hey guys, what's going on? It's DJ here with my bros Jeremy and Bears.
What's good?
Bringing you another weekly recap of this week's The Flash. Tonight's episode was called Monster. Roll the clip.
Barry stays at Cisco's while he looks for a place for himself. While he's there, Cisco tells Barry about his suspicions of HR, but Barry tells him to give him a chance. At Star Labs, they try to get used to having him part of the team, so HR suggests they do some team-building exercises. Meanwhile, Caitlyn visits her mother, Dr. Tannhauser, in hopes to get some answers about her growing abilities. Back at the CCPD, after being reported by Julian to sing, Barry gets a call from Cisco telling him that there is a metahuman attack in the city. Once he gets there, he finds a giant monster terrorizing it. Barry finds Iris helping people who are trapped in a bus, and then the monster vanishes into thin air. He goes back to the lab, where Cisco, and HR try to figure out what it is. Barry then leaves Cisco with HR while he gets to get help from Julian. Back at her mother's lab, they test her limits of her abilities, which seem to keep getting stronger. When they discover that she has absorbed massive amounts of energy, Dr. Tannhauser turns her daughter into a test subject. They end up arguing when they talk about how their relationship became strained when her father died. When Caitlyn tries to leave, an employee named Nigel tries to keep her at the lab, causing Caitlyn to attack him. Her mother calms her down and apologizes for not being there when she should have, and lets her go. At the CCPD, Barry tricks Julian into mentoring him so that he can get information. They manage to find a pattern in the monster's movements and stumble upon it. Barry then saves Julian when he is nearly killed from an exploding transformer, which seems to go off when the monster is around. Back at the CCPD, Julian confides in Barry that the reason that he doesn't like metahumans is because he believes that their powers are being wasted. After Iris talks to Joe about his love life, Singh tells them that they have a lead on where the monster will strike next. At Star Labs, Barry and Cisco think that there's something off with HR, so they decide to vibe him. They're confronted by him when they're going through his belongings, so he tells them that he is a scientist and a novelist. Caitlyn then arrives in time to help the team with the monster. Barry uses specially designed rope made of carbon fiber that the monster runs right through, revealing it to be a giant hologram. During the commotion, Cisco realizes that HR is not really a genius, explaining his inability to understand anything that the team is doing. Back in the city, Barry saves an innocent civilian from a gunshot fired by the CCPD when the bullet goes through the monster. He tells them all to stand down. He then hurries to save Julian, who has found the real culprit, revealed to be a young boy, who Joe talks to. Back at Star Labs, HR apologizes for his deception and reveals that he's just the face of his scientific organization. He had come to finally make a difference, so the team allows him to stay and prove himself. Caitlyn tells Cisco about visiting her mother and feels like they're finally making progress. Barry and Julian finally find some common ground after opening up to one another. Caitlyn then gets a video message from her mother telling her that the continued use of her powers will make it impossible to reverse the effects it is having on her body. She has another violent outburst and her powers seem to be getting more powerful. Could Savitar be a fused Wally and Julian? Could Dr. Alchemy be Eddie Thawne? Or is it just Julian Albert's doppelganger? How is Barry going to undo this mess that he's made? When will we get this Dominator tie-in for all the DC TV shows? Will Caitlyn Snow take up the mantle as Killer Frost? And how will the team save her? Find out on the next episode of The Flash.
Alright, one sentence for this one.
The Tales of H.R. Wells.
Damn it, that was a good one.
That's it. That was it right there.
That actually embodies the whole entire episode, what you just said. So, Team Flash, his first interaction with H.R. Wells. I guess we could just break that down. How do you guys like him?
HR?
Yes, so far. What we've seen.
God. I like Original Wells. I still like Original Wells.
Original Wells,
original, I mean Harry.
Harry, okay. So the non-tainted version of Wells.
Yeah.
HR is super weird.
Yeah, he's very eccentric.
Yeah.
Like super. Cisco noticed something was off and he tried to get to the bottom of that.
Yeah.
He tried to tell Barry, because Barry's staying at his place.
Yeah.
Which I found funny. I think that's the first time, it's like a small thing, but that's the first time we've seen Cisco's apartment, and I found that interesting that they actually showed it. But yeah, so basically HR and Cisco are left at the Star Labs to figure out how things, I guess, to be a team with him or for him to get used to them. And what does Cisco find on him?
Something?
Yeah, what was it?
Is it the pen?
Yeah, I think Harry had something like that too. Like, so they all kind of keep logs. You realize that?
Yeah.
Actually, every version we've seen of him keep logs. So Cisco's like, you're lying about something. And then he ended up playing the entire message, which revealed that what? Who is HR?
He's an author.
Yes.
A novelist.
And not a scientist.
Nope.
At all. He has no knowledge whatsoever.
No.
Did you notice something off about him while you guys were watching?
He's too freaking nice.
Yeah. He's getting everybody coffee, and he couldn't, like, I think I figured out then that he wasn't a scientist when he couldn't even turn on the computer and he kept repeating himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Triangulate. I got it. He's like, do you even know how to triangulate? How? Triangulate. And he made a freaking triangle in his hand.
So yeah, it's going to take some getting used to, and he came clean to the team. I don't know what his purpose could be, though, honestly.
He's the idea guy.
Yeah, I guess in a way he can help like that, but
He did have some good concepts or sparks of ideas.
carbon fiber in a rope. Those are my ideas, dude. Then we have Julian and Barry, who at the start of the episode, it's pretty much the same old, same old. They're Julian's hostile towards him. Barry's trying to establish a friendship so that they could actually solve crime.
Yeah.
What did you guys think about the whole interaction between them? How does it make you feel about Julian?
I don't know. It was interesting to see a different side of Julian, but at the same time, it felt a little unnecessary in like the grand scope of the show.
Okay.
He's basically Malfoy to me again. But instead of to Harry, he's like that to Barry.
I think that's the parallel there.
You're a speedster, Barry.
I'm a what? I was waiting for the Harry Potter references, so I was just making them as we were watching them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did like to see that side of, I was about to call him Malfoy, of Julian.
Yeah.
But I think that there's just something
More
off about him. Like, I know he did open up to Barry towards the end there, but yeah, there's definitely something off, or there's going to be something really off about him as the storyline progresses with this character. Then you got Barry, Joe, and Iris. That was that's normal. That was like the only normal interaction this whole entire episode with their personal life. Trying to get Joe with
the DA.
Yes, I forgot what her name was.
I don't know.
Camille?
Yeah.
Something along those lines. But he wasn't having it. He just didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And Iris and Barry are fine. They're going strong. Finally, a couple on these shows that doesn't have anything between them anymore. And I guess we can talk about the biggest interaction now between Caitlyn and her mother, Dr. Tannhauser.
Yes.
How'd you guys feel about that?
They're so distant.
Yes. Explain the distance.
Apparently, their father died, and her father died, and that's why they act so distant. Because she said that her mom didn't act like her mom ever since the death.
And her mom was like, "You don't understand that kind of loss." And then Caitlyn's like, "Yes, I do. I lost Ronnie."
Yeah.
So it's kind of yeah. And Caitlyn started displaying more powerful abilities when she was there. She was absorbing heat fast. Just her persona, like she's starting to embody that Killer Frost persona.
It's taking over.
I gotta say, I like this look better though. She looks crazy. Like her eyes just turned that crystal blue.
Yeah.
And then freaking Nigel, man. Did you guys expect Nigel to do that?
That's his name?
Yes.
Nigel Thornberry. Yeah, I did not.
No, I didn't either. I thought he was going to be a decent guy.
"You're not going anywhere." I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? And then Caitlyn just jacked him up right there.
Yeah.
I guess her mom is gonna, I don't know what she's gonna do to him. Kill him or silence him or what have you. She just left. She apologized to Caitlyn, and then she said, we'll pick this up next time. Don't worry about this. I'll take care of this, dude. But yeah, I like that whole interaction. It answered some questions, but definitely left me with more. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been wanting to know more of Caitlyn's backstory.
Yeah.
Because we've got Cisco's. We already know all about his family, but we never really dived into her story. We only saw her doppelganger side, which is kind of similar. Think about it.
I guess.
Yeah, am I missing any other interactions here?
Well, the big ass thing that's in the... It's not an interaction, I guess.
What?
The big monster?
Oh, okay. Yes. We could talk about that. Were you guys expecting that at all?
No, I did not expect how...
I kind of did.
To me, I thought it would have gone a different way. I didn't expect a kid to be controlling a freaking hologram.
Midway through the episode, I thought Toyman was sitting in there. But
after the first one, it's like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just didn't think it was going to be that little boy. So it's a bully. Basically, that big monster turned out to be a hologram. Little kid controlled it because he wanted to feel powerful because he was bullied. And then I guess that's the important interaction there. Him and Joe. Joe's like, it gets better.
Yeah.
And then the kid's like, okay, I'm still going to jail, aren't I?
That's
He's like, yeah, you're still going to jail.
I mean, yes, it was a nice message, but
Yes.
come on, writers. You just completely turned the main part of the show, the main plot. Well, I guess you could say main plot. Like,
Yeah.
No, I didn't think that was actually the main plot. I think the side stories were actually more relevant in this episode than this.
Yeah, Caitlyn's and like the thing between Julian and Barry, all that stuff.
I guess it's just a flavor of the week baddie, and it turns out to be cliche Don't worry, son. It gets better.
I know, dude. They could have used that story to bring in the Dominators.
Yes, because that thing looked like a giant alien. It looked like Cloverfield. It looked awesome, but it turns out to be a little kid's class project.
Where did he even get the freaking idea to create something like that?
I don't know. It looked like he just had a projector and a computer. I have no idea how he made it.
Because bullying, guys.
I know, but he's a kid. He's freaking smart.
I was waiting for him to like say that he's Win Shot Jr., so it's like Win's doppelganger or something. I would be like, oh, it makes total sense, but no, it's just some random kid too.
But he's different. It doesn't fit in school, so because he's a nerd, and like kids make fun of him.
But still, so I was like that. I didn't freaking create a monster.
Because it's people. Garbage and is so cliche.
Yeah, I guess it was cool though. I'll give it to them. That was
the monster was cool as hell.
Yeah,
they ruined its origin, but it was cool as hell.
Yeah. Dude, they could have done the Dominators, man.
They really could have. That was a slightly like missed opportunity
start of it, but oh well.
They could have done so much more. Like,
oh well.
I would have settled for, hey, this kid made up this ball of new hologram system. He just wanted to test it out.
Yeah.
Bam. We could have accepted that. No, he's getting bullied and he just wanted to feel in control of his life.
Would you have accepted a Shaman King type of deal? Like that was his like spirit or something?
I would have accepted literally anything else.
Yeah, I guess so.
The cat that fell on the keyboard.
So that's our gripe that we agree on.
Yeah.
Is it could have gone different story-wise for the monster.
Sure.
Oh, dude, it was the blandest of flavor of the week I've ever seen.
It was so cool, but it was a missed opportunity. Am I missing anything else? Wally showed up for like 2 seconds, and then he left with a cup of coffee.
Wally was there, and he drinks a triple shot of espresso in his coffee. Damn, dude, you need decaf in your life, bro. Drink a lot of coffee, and that's a lot of coffee.
I don't know anything about coffee. All I know is that if I drink a cup, it's good for me to fuel me throughout the day. Getting back to
reality.
Getting back to reality, getting back to the story. It ends with Caitlyn going Killer Frost again after her mom's like, you need to stop using your powers because it is going to be very impossible to reverse everything that it's doing to your body. And then she went... froze the computer.
That's crazy that that's something that she can't control.
Well, now I think it is. Like, it's based off of her emotions. In a sense, yes, she can't control it, but it's really based on how she's feeling at the time. So, like, I guess when she's feeling... I don't know why she got angry that her mom told her that, but it's really not looking too good as far as us not wanting her to go towards the bad side. Did I miss anything else? Is that pretty much it?
That's pretty much it.
I believe so, yeah.
Do you guys catch any Easter eggs?
I think I did.
Explain.
Blight?
Yes.
That's like a big thing. He's another villain.
Yes. From H.R. Wells'
World,
yes.
If that is true, the whole coffee thing being destroyed.
I think it is.
Yeah, there's 2 types of Blight. There's Blight the villain, and there's a whole race of them.
Yeah.
So it could be either or.
If it was the Blight the villain, you know how they mentioned Gotham on Supergirl?
Yeah, it's going that route.
Blight is a villain of Terry McGinnis who is the Batman Beyond.
Sweet.
Yeah. So if and I could totally see HR from that kind of era because he was talking about the World War M, which was the war of... I'm drawing a parallel to that and the
War of the Coffees.
War between Shazam and
Black Adam.
It was like a metahuman war, and that's what Wells said, right?
Yeah, he said it was like a one last go where all metahumans were gathered in one place.
So it's JSA, the Marvel family, and the Legion something. Oh no, the Justice 10 or something like that. They went up against Black Adam. So I think that's cool that they're nodding to specific... Yeah, they're nodding to specific story arcs in the comics.
Nice.
H.R. Wells might be a descendant of H.G. Wells. That's another one.
Yeah, he's a novelist.
Did you mention Yao Ming, Andre the Giant?
Yeah.
Why did I write Express on here? I'm starting to write like random things. Empire Strikes Back and...
With the ats.
What's up?
I've never heard anybody ever refer to them as ats.
Oh, AT-ATs?
Oh. Yeah. That's...
That's Wells for you.
That's HR.
Or HR, yeah.
Did you? Yeah, they also mentioned Gladiator.
HR didn't say that.
Who said that?
Cisco did.
He said Yeah, I've never heard that either. You guys catch anything else?
No. Well, you're saying Gladiator. He said it's called a sweaty man. or something like that.
On his Earth. So like it's as if it's more comical than you could possibly be. You know what I'm saying? Like we have superhumans in this Earth. His place just seems way too like the unicorns exist there and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just so weird. He's the worst thing that they had was like the coffee being taken away by blight. But yeah, I think that's all I got for Easter eggs. Do you guys have anything else? No. Did you get a preview, Bears?
I think I did.
Oh,
Did I?
He might.
What happened? Things happened. I know how things happen. Wally was having visions or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes. I wish I could play that part of the podcast last week. Made me laugh. Is one of Bears like, oh, for damn sure. Because we were mentioning like that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Wally was going to be approached by Dr. Alchemy. So high five, guys. We kind of sort of might have got that right if it comes. Yeah. And yeah, is that all you saw in the preview?
Wally's having some visions and stuff, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, Wally's a speedster or something." And then Alchemy's like, "You have not prepared," or something like that. I can't remember exactly.
That's basically what he said. And Barry looks very concerned at what he's seeing because Wally's just like, we're looking at screen caps here. He's banging on the pipeline door because they got him locked up. Somebody's about to shank someone. And yeah, basically what you just said. And now that I'm looking at the screenshots, it is going to be a 2-week break.
November 15th
is when it comes back. So this might be slightly longer than our other podcast because I have a bit of a theory, if you guys will humor me.
Go ahead.
Okay. What we know is Dr. Alchemy has the ability to, what is this? Retrocognition, right?
Yeah.
So he can see things within all universes, all times, right?
Yeah.
Because he was able to give powers back to the people who had them in different timelines. He can also transform and transmutate people and items, right?
Okay.
Now, didn't we theorize last week that Wally could become a bad guy, right?
Yeah.
I'm about to send you a picture, Bears. Tell me if you can kind of see it, all right?
Okay.
Now, this is what I think is going to happen. Julian and Wally have this need to be something more than what they are, right? They both have the same motivation to help people, right? And they seem to be jealous of, like the Flash or people like him being able to fight crime with powers. And they want powers, basically, right?
Yeah.
So what if they do get the powers from Alchemy? And people have speculated, and we even agreed to that theory of Julian Albert being Dr. Alchemy because he has that name in his name. It's Desmond Albert, right? Or Albert Desmond.
In the comics?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's Albert Desmond.
What if... Because Savitar is basically a nut job. Look at his face, Bears. You see it right there in Discord?
It looks like animal.
Yeah. What if Julian and Wally are Savitar? Because what's his name? Dr. Alchemy can meld people together.
Well,
so what if he gives them both metahuman abilities and then he creates the perfect metahuman? And Savitar is said to be like the most ridiculously not like this is Zoom times 100 as far as the crazy goes, and he is just look at him. Doesn't he give you nightmares? Look at one of his eyeballs.
Yeah.
So imagine like seeing half his face as Wally and then half his face as Julian.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
Because they haven't casted Savitar. They haven't said anything. They even said that it's not going to be the same origin as far as him being a speedster who got his powers from a freak accident.
Yeah.
And took up the name of Savitar from a Hindu god. Because... to be honest, would you guys like that storytelling for them just to introduce a guy out of nowhere who has no relation to Dr. Alchemy?
Yeah, that'd be weird.
What if that is going to be Julian and Wally, or maybe just Wally or Julian separately? So it's psychological terror. There's nothing more terrifying to see two people's faces melded together, and it's like your creation, sort of. Because he changed the timeline. He caused all this.
Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh my God, he gonna have an afro and whatnot.
It's a Wally's face with Julian's blonde hair.
Yeah. And that's like, I don't know how Barry would stop it. Like, that's like the ultimate sort of villain, because how do you stop it? How do you undo that? He can't run back in time because he doesn't know what other consequences that could have. Mm-hmm. But now that I said my piece, what do you guys think?
Yeah. Other than this?
Yes.
I got nothing, man. Like, That was it. That's a good theory.
Yeah, I can't top that.
And I still think Julian Albert is Dr. Alchemy, but it's his doppelganger.
Yeah, and going off of that, I have a smaller theory compared to yours. Yours is insane. I feel like this Julian Albert is Mr. Element, and basically his backstory is he's an alternate identity used by Dr. Alchemy.
Yeah.
In his civilian identity, he is a chemist with a split personality disorder whose darker personality manifests as a supervillain. And he basically, it's like Jekyll and Hyde. It's like he doesn't know that he's changing into this. So maybe he also has these powers on this earth, but he just doesn't know it.
That'd be crazy, dude. See, all these things are like, it's hard to focus on one theory because you have another.
Yeah.
But here's another thing now also.
Go ahead.
What if Dr. Alchemy is Eddie?
Thawne?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because he flew through the breach.
Yeah.
And the Sorcerer's Stone is blue, like the thing around his neck.
The Philosopher's Stone?
Yeah.
Wow. He's not Cobalt Blue, he's Dr. Alchemy. That's crazy.
That is crazy. That'd be insane.
It would explain why he survived, because that stone basically grants you abilities that, I don't know, maybe just, you know how powers come about situations and circumstances?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know how that whole shebang bang goes, but that would be crazy if this is him getting back at Barry for whatever reason.
Stole my girl.
It just goes back to that.
Yeah.
Oh man, we might have a what is this? No
more ketchup and mustard.
Oh, Eddie and Iroh, but it's like all warped now. What have we done?
We haven't done anything.
Have we gone too far?
Oh no, we crossed the line.
Because I honestly don't see. It has to be those characters, like some way. They have to be significant to the story.
Yeah.
So we have Julian there. We have Eddie, who was once there, and he could still come back, but would it really be that crazy if he was Dr. Alchemy? I'm not saying I would be upset to see Julian as Dr. Alchemy. Is like, oh, it's me. But if it's expected, then we won't really have anything to look forward to as far as the rest of the season goes. Because then we'll know who it is. Yeah. And then it'll just be a battle. You know what I'm saying? That's all it'll be. Well, Zoom, like they held it up until almost the last half of the season, even though we kind of sort of knew who he was already, drew it out long enough for us to be like, oh man, that's awesome.
Even if he did reveal himself as Dr. Alchemy, your theory could still happen with the whole Savitar thing.
Yeah.
So he's not as big of a threat as Savitar.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Oh, and Rick Cosman actually did say, like, as far as like he's still very much a part of the show as far as like watching it and everything. Yeah. But he didn't want to reveal what it is he knew about it. And he said that if he were to come back, he could flip the coin and be the bad guy because his specialty is playing a psycho.
He said his specialty is playing a psycho.
Yeah.
What if that psycho is him? What if it's another theory where Dr. Alchemy is Julian Dorn and then his creation is Savitar and Savitar is
Eddie. Oh my god, there's just so many freaking theories. I think my head's gonna explode from all the thinking. My nose is bleeding. But you guys have anything else to add to the table? How the hell do you think these aliens are gonna come to Earth?
I don't know. I have no idea how aliens are gonna freaking come to this Earth.
Because how do we even describe what's going on with the Flash? Like, it's moved past the meta.
Yeah.
This is just like, what's the in-between meta, alien, and mysticism? What is it?
I don't know.
This is so confusing.
He's got too much on his plate. I feel like the Dominator's like, if it's supposed to go that way, you said it starts? Where does it start officially?
On the Flash.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
No, unless the Flash is inviting Supergirl to a party and then an alien follows them back and it starts an uprising. That's the only way I could see that happening in that
But where's the first episode of the title Invasion? Doesn't it start on Arrow?
Flash.
Like we said before?
No. Like I said, I corrected myself in the other...
So it starts on Flash.
Flash.
Officially.
Yes. So they pick up Supergirl at the end of her episode and it backtracks to the Flash. That's what I'm saying. They should have done, like, if we could have written for the show, it should have been that Madam President was a Dominator.
Yeah. Or maybe that's how it goes.
Made her way onto the Flash's Earth because Flash asked Supergirl to help them with something. And then it just became an all-out
invasion.
Yes, basically.
I don't know, dude.
I feel
this show has a lot.
if that was true and they're just psyching us up, good job. But
And that kid that
We'll
commented,
see.
you're right. Screw us.
you're right for agreeing with our first theory. But yeah, I'm just excited to see what happens because they're obviously taking a 2-week break
Yeah.
to ready us.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Killer Frost will emerge at some point? Like, do you think that Caitlyn will embrace that side of her, or what?
I don't think she'll have a choice. I think it will happen, but not because she wanted it, but like she couldn't control it.
Yeah.
How do you think the team's gonna like solve that? I mean, they're scientists, so they're gonna have to figure out a way for her to be basically the Caitlyn Snow version of Killer Frost is not bad. The only thing that she needs is heat. That's it. She doesn't kill. She doesn't like that version that we saw on Earth 2 was obviously the doppelgangers on that Earth were all bad except for Barry. So do you think Firestorm will be back or what? Because Ronnie is said to have died, but we don't really know that for sure.
What if Ronnie is Doctor?
Everybody that flew into the hole is now a candidate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna have to. Somebody's gonna have to come back, and then if Ronnie does come back, we could have Jason Rouge, so that way Stein doesn't have to come back. If you guys remember, all the way to the first season of The Flash,
Yeah.
he was the one that helped Caitlyn find.
He's
Ronnie.
the smart one, right?
Yeah, the black
Okay.
dude.
Yeah. Could work like that.
Yeah, and he partners with Ronnie in the comics anyway. After Stein partners with
Jax.
Yes, I feel like there wasn't his name in the comics.
No,
so
it's
was it?
something else.
Oh. And yeah, I think Jesse and Harry are gonna be coming back at some point too, because
They better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope.
they're seen on set. I think the episode with Kevin Smith, they're gonna come. Oh, that's Killer Frost. That's the episode he's doing. So,
Oh.
questions.
What episode number is that?
7.
7.
So it's before the crossover.
Okay. All right.
Oh man, there's an episode called Killer Frost. So she's obviously going that route. Damn it! I guess all I could say, all I want to see happen now, aside from those theories, is Barry having another meta out with him in the field. I just want Cisco to dress up, and Team Arrow's got a field team, right?
Yeah.
Supergirl's got a field team.
Yeah.
Barry doesn't have a field team. Legends have it. Are basically all of them are part of the field team.
Yeah. That's true.
So that's all I want to see. Anything else to add?
No.
No.
What do you guys rate this one?
I'm gonna rate this a novel written by H.R. Wells,
Oh,
published and produced by H.G. Wells.
nice.
You
Dude, I
didn't
was
hear that, but I slammed my mic to the ground.
I was trying to think of a like a book title and then say a novel by H.R. Wells, but
You should have
think-
said Monster, a novel by H.R. Wells.
I was about to do something like a psychotic something. Maybe
Oh.
a psychotic monster. Yeah, damn. I don't know what else to...
I honestly don't know. That just put us all to shame.
Yeah, it did.
We second that.
Yes. I third that. That's a thing.
Do you guys have anything else to say?
I don't think so. No.
With that being said, you guys, go leave your comments down below on what you thought about the episode and leave your theories on what's to come. And if you enjoyed, go click that like button.
Over to my channel, Kodak G07, where we do Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Check that out. It's pretty freaking awesome.
Don't forget to check out our Creators Co. as well as social links down below. And be sure to leave your hashtags in the comments. What do you guys want to hashtag this week?
Hashtag Killer Frost.
Yeah.
Hashtag
Savitar.
Savitar, yes. Saviturd.
Saviturd.
You put the hashtag with that. Hashtag Alchemy coming back. And
Hashtag Julian Malfoy.
Yeah.
leave all the hashtags down below. We'll see you guys in the next one.
We said it. We started at the same damn
I
time.
don't know why I thought of Michael Scott when he did that. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.